for genuine information, music, news, sport, and everything entertainment. Keep listening to Carnival Radio. Carnival Radio.
Enjoyment unlimited.
Good evening and welcome to News Around the World from Carnival Radio. I am Joseph Oyukola. Starting the news this evening from Africa. The economic community of West African states has resumed effort to finalize its regional blue economic strategy with a high-level consultative workshop held today Monday in Abuja. Representatives from ECOWAS member states, regional bodies, and continental institutions gathered to review and validate the draft strategy first developed in 2022. The blue economy, covering fisheries, aquaculture, shipping, ocean conservation, and climate adaptation, is considered vital for sustainable growth in West Africa. ECOWAS Program Officer for Fishery Development, Dija Tio, welcomed participants and stressed the need for harmonized policies on marine resource management. He acknowledged delays since the PESCOA project ended, but reaffirmed the Commission's commitment to making the strategy a key legacy. Moving to Europe. The European Union Environment Commissioner Jessica Wolrd said today, Monday, that she tested positive for toxic forever chemicals after undergoing screening for par and polyalkyl substances (PFAS). Wolrd disclosed the result at a press conference in European climate and nature policies, saying citizens are increasingly exposed and she is not an exception. Our team confirmed she tested positive for 6 of 13 PFAS, including 3 considered toxic for reproductive health, some at levels above recommendations. The commissioner explained she underwent testing in July, along with other United Europe ministers, to raise awareness about pollution from PFAS. PFAS are synthetic chemicals used in consumer products and linked to liver damage, cancer, and reproductive risks. Moving to Asia, the United Arab Emirates is pressing Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to accept President Donald Trump's Gaza peace proposal at their meeting on Monday. Delegate. The UAE, the most prominent Arab state to normalize ties with Israel, was urged him to abandon plans to annex the West Africa. Moving to South Africa, Brazil's central bank governor Gabriel Gallipoolo has said that the country's economy continues to show resilience despite signs of a slowdown. He made a statement today Monday at an event hosted by Itaú BBA after the bank kept its benchmark interest rate at 15%, a near 2-decade high for the second straight meeting this month. Gallipoolo explained that the bank is assessing whether the current rate is restrictive enough to return inflation to a 3% target. Cited a strong job market, but warned that a current account deficit reflects overheated demand, noting that inflation remains above target, and stressed that the bank will keep a debt-driven approach, requiring vigilance and persistence. In North America, authorities in Michigan have said that they are investigating why a former Marine attacked a church in Grand Blanc during Sunday service, killing at least 4 people. The assailant, identified as 40-year-old Thomas Jacob Stanford from Bhutan, rammed his pickup truck into doors of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints before opening fire and setting the building ablaze. 2 worshippers were shot dead, while 2 more bodies were later recovered from the rubble, with at least 8 others wounded. Officers said hundreds had been inside the church when the attack began, and several remain unaccounted for. On to the last news this evening in Australia. Australian telecoms firm Optus have reported another emergency call outage on Monday in an area south of Sydney, just 10 days after a wider disruption. Officers said the alien breakdown may have caused for death when consumers were unable to access timely medical aid. The Australian government described the latest failure as absolutely shocking and demanded answers from Singapore Telecommunications, which owns Optus. Singtel said it takes the matter seriously and will fully cooperate with the government and regulators. On this note, Singtel Group CEO Yuhe Kuhe Muho will meet Communications Minister Anika Wells this week alongside Optus Chairman John Atos and CEO Stephen Ruhel. And that ends Carnival Radio news around the world. Thank you very much for listening. This news was brought to you by Carnival Radio News and Current Affairs Department, compiled by Elizabeth Tarsi, Akamukuku. I am Joseph Oyokola. Good evening, and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.